Hello friend, it's Tonton. In today's video we're gonna talk about Treasure Hunter. I'm gonna make an updated guide. I prepared like a very nice spreadsheet for it with a long written version, so I might make the video a bit shorter because I'll kind of explain everything you need to know. And then if you have specific questions for yourself, like how much reward can I get for how many floors, like I've made some tools to help yourself with that, because you know these rewards that you can see here, they evolve over time based on your generation and your building. So you might see twice less than I have. I have kind of on our state, we have the maximum rewards, so that nobody should have more than that. But many people could have like 25% less, 50% less of these. So if you want to compare, you know, these reward with packs and stuff like that, I've made some calculator and we'll review that in a sec. So what is Treasure Hunter? If I look at my videos, I've made one in April about it, one in July, and one in October, and one in December. I mean, one in January right now. So that means that we roughly, that was kind of my gut feeling about it. It's like 3 to 4 times a year. It's the same with Journey of Light, this kind of thing. We seem to have one of these once a month. No, sometimes it's Cache House, sometimes it's Joel, Journey of Light, sometimes it's Treasure Hunter. So, you know, we might have 12, 15 of these a year, and they are rotating through them. Before we look at the spreadsheet and the guides, something to understand, and you see I already clicked, the way it works to get your reward, the selected reward you want, is you have a weight system, right? So the rewards that you want is weighted 2, and the reward on the board have a weight of 10. And every time you click, you have these chances. So I'll explain to you like all the chances in the tables, and that we'll see in a sec, so you can understand how it works. But you don't have to believe people telling you click, you know, here, click here. Like that's not how it works. Every time you click, the game is rolling a dice, and it's giving you the reward selected if that's, you know, your turn, or if you're lucky with it, and at some point you will get a guaranteed reward. So on these regular floors, like current floors, you will get a guaranteed reward every 14. So if we click enough 14 times, which will be the case most of the time, it's like 50% chance to get to level 14, if I remember from the top of my head, from the maths I've looked at. But sometimes it's a bit sooner. So here that was 7. So you see floor 2 start, and then we'll do 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Next one is guaranteed. Bam. You see, and that will be half of the time it will be like that. So let's look a bit at the spreadsheet and go through everything. So that's hopefully simple for you. So what you can find, so the link will be in the description as usual. What you can find on the left here, on the first tab, there are 4 tabs at the bottom, which you cannot see, but at the bottom of the spreadsheet, you can find 4 tabs of the Google Sheet. That's what you get as free to play. So every day you need to do 1 polar. It's a 3-day event. All of these are daily tasks. So daily Polar Terror 1, that's very easy. Daily Alliance Contribution, that's very easy. And daily 30k Troops, that's very easy, even for the one of you that are at the beginning of the game. That will give you 16 pickaxe a day. That's gonna give you 48 pickaxe per event. And you will see how much level that means. You have an extra daily mission, that's kind of tiny spender. Eventually, you can buy a $1 pack. So you have the, how it's called? You have like sign it and earn it. For us, we have Frosty Fortune right now, so it could be $1 in Frosty Fortune, whatever. It could be one of the $5 pack on these events, things like that, to trigger it every day, and that's gonna give you 70 pickaxe. So whenever I make my calculation about the floor that you clear for free to play, I'm considering 48 pickaxe. For free and for spender, I'm considering 78. The packs, they are resetting daily. You can buy them every day, and 3 times per pack, which is a bit unusual. It usually works a bit differently. Like you can buy 1 up to the $50, and then 100 you can buy multiple times. That's usually how it works. But this time you can buy all of them. The amount of pickaxe per pack do not change in terms of value, right? You don't get less pickaxe with the bigger packs. What is changing mostly on the bigger packs is the VIP point. So that's why the value is going down. But whatever you want to achieve, if you don't care that much about the VIP points and you're a bit lazy and you are spending quite a bit of money, you can do it with the bigger packs. In total per day, you can buy up to over 1,000 pickaxe, and that costs, you know, over $500. That's per day, and here you have the total for the event for the 3 days. So that's how much you can spend. So it goes up to 1.6, nearly 1.7k dollars on one event, and we will see what it means in terms of reward and things like that, and how to compare pack. The second time is called floor clearing. So that's, you have two calculations that have been made by people. I shared the source. So one is from the official Discord, the other one is from Most Nerds. That's the amount of pickaxe in average you need per floor, right? For the common chambers, there are 25 tiles, and you are guaranteed after 14. And on the Supreme chambers, these are every 5 levels. There are 25 tiles, but you are guaranteed to get the pickaxe after 22 clicks, sorry. So the average is a bit higher here. And the average of both combined is 14.3. So I'll use different values based on the calculation I'm doing, just to make it a bit more simple for us. But the way it works in terms of clearing the floors, right? The first 1 to 6 digs, they give you a weight of 2. So you have a total of 240, right? Because you have 24 random reward at 10 of weight. So you have a total weight. The total weight is 242 here. So the first time you click, you have an odd of 2. The second time you click, you have an odd of 2. So that's here, right? First time you click, it's what happens, right? You have a total weight of 242. Your odds is 2. So that's giving you a 0.83% chance. Then you did not get the rewards. So you do another dig. So you remove 10 of the weight, right? So you move from 242 to 232. You still have an odds of 2. So that's divided by, it's 2 divided by 232, that's that amount, etc. So it goes up. So you see, like the first one, you get very, very little. So the first 6 dig, you are between 0.03 and 1.04. So that's very, very little percentage. Then it changes a bit because your weight after dig 7 is going to 5. So the value was going from 182 to 192 to 182, but your weight is 5, so it's plus 3, so you add 3, so that's your new percentage. And here you are around, until dig 12, you dig 12 tab, you are around, 2.70 to 3.70 chances, and then it starts to increase a lot. You start to double your chances because your weight is increasing after dig 13. At dig 13 is increasing to 10, so you start to have 7% chance, and then it's guaranteed. So that's why you will often go to, I actually need to hide myself for a sec. Let's do that. Let's keep there. So, you often go to the 14. It's because the percentage before that are very, very low and they are not cumulative. So it's not like, it's like every time you roll, it's that percentage of chance. So it's very little. And that's for the regular chambers. So that's why the average is quite high, right? The amount, it nearly costs 13 in average to clear a normal chamber, when you have it guaranteed at 14. So that's just how it works. And the same for the Supreme Chamber. So I've made the math here. It's all calculated. You can see that for the Common Chamber, for the Supreme Chamber, at the end, your odds are a bit higher. So that's why the average as well is not close to 22 that much. It's because you start to remove a lot of weight and your own weight is increasing quite a bit. So your odds overall are quite higher on the Supreme Chamber. So again, that's why you need 16 in average out of 22. And here you need 12.7 more or less out of 14. So that's to explain the way it works. So don't believe anyone telling you, oh, click here. Well, it does not matter. You click wherever you want. That's okay. Then the next tab is about the packs to give you a bit of an idea on what you can achieve at the free-to-play, which I will cover quickly. That's the most, that's very simple for free-to-play. But that's, the amount of floor you can clear on the left. That's the quantity of reward for the milestone rewards. So that's what you get if you clear a certain level of floors. That's the amount of pickaxe required. So here, the way I calculated it is I remove the free pickaxe. So at the free-to-play, you can do that every time. You can do 2 floors every time, what I just did at the start of the video. Then if you want to do more, it will depend on your luck. You will be able to do 3 to 4 floors based on your luck in average, so you cannot reach the 5 milestone. So if you want to reach the 5 milestone, you have to save, you can save the pickaxe for the next event. So you have to use, let's say, clear 2 floors to get, the XP component. It's very little, you will get some hero gear, then you keep your pickaxe, and then next time you can get to the level 5, and you can get the SSR shards. Remember that the level 5 is Supreme Floor, so you need a bit more. So you will need 13 in average times 4. So that's, 52 plus you will need 16. So that's 68. So to clear to level 5, you kind of need to have 65 pickaxes if you are lucky, and you need 68, 70, 75 if you are around the average will be 78, 68 I think I said. For the math. Everything else is for spenders. So that's why the guide about free-to-play is kind of quick, but that, the green is free-to-play, The pink is tiny spenders. If you get, you know, $1 pack every day and you get the 10 pickaxe, you will get 78 in total. So that's 68 to get here. So that's gonna be, you are very, very likely to get here unless you are lucky on all levels. Here, what you want to note for spenders was what I've calculated for you, because that's what most people care about, is how much lucky hero gear chest you can expect and how much mythic gear you can expect out of that lucky hero gear chest, and the cost is gonna be to get there. So you see, to go to milestone 100, you will need to spend, you will need to have 1,257 pickaxe, so that's roughly a bit above $500, because you get some for free. Remember, you get some for free. It's a bit different than the first one, because here I have added the one you get for free. That's going to be 4,520 chest, and that's going to be in average. The mythic gear is 1.5% out of 100 chests to get one, so it's very easy. You divide that column by 1.5, that's what you get. Which, you know, some people have been tracking whatever you get. The average is 1.5. That's just math, it's just percentages, that's just how it works. You open them however you want. You open them all at once, 1 by 1, 30 by 30, 23, then 27, then 26, then 24, until you get a mythic, like some people do. You open 80 by 80, whatever you do. It's 1.5%, 1.5%, that's what you're gonna get in average. It's a very low percent, so you can be highly lucky, highly unlucky on, you know, even if you open 1,000 of them, 2,000 of them, it will happen. But that's what you get. And the last one that I've made is the calculator. So the calculator is the amount of floor cleared, the amount of pickaxe unique, the cost it will be. So that's from the previous table, and here you will get the rewards. So all you have to do is to change these two values. The first one is regular chambers, and the second one is common chamber. I mean, that's a common chamber, and the second one is supreme chamber. So for me, if I look at, you know, you can calculate the chest. The overall value is really on lucky hero gear, and for spenders could be on the wild marks. Now they have been adding the wild marks for the last two events, so this one and the one before, which we used not to have. So everyone that did the math before on the packs and on the stuff, it used to be pet XP as well, which was not as good. People did not care as much. So now it's wild marks, and the value is actually quite good. So how will you check the value of packs for you? You go to that tab, it's called reward calculators. For me, it's like 8 wild marks on a regular chamber, and it's 16. It's always double. If you don't know, the supreme chamber is always double from common chambers. So for me, that's how many wild marks. So if I spend, let's say I spend $100, I'm gonna get, because I get some for free. Remember, I get some of these pickaxe for free. So the value, the less you spend, the more value you have, but the proportion of free axes that you get, pickaxes, is bigger, right? But whatever number we look, then we go back to the game, right? So you have your number, and then, for example, you will compare to the packs you usually buy. I pick pets because it's pretty simple to do. So if you look at the $100 pack, they give you 40 of these, right? So that's gonna be 120. So here, it's gonna, for $500, let's say 550 with, you know, if you add the pickaxe that you get for free and you had to pay for them, for $500, I nearly get 1,000 of these in the treasure hunts. Here, you know, for $100, I got 120. So for $500, I will get 600. And here for $550, I get nearly 1,000. So the value is crazy. So you have to compare the pack that you usually buy with the value of your states. You know, wherever you are, these packs are evolving. The thing with these marks is, like, if you have twice less in the pack than me, and you have twice less in the events, it's just the same. It's better for the same proportion, right? So that's just how it is. So that's how you can help yourself with that, and you can change for whatever you want. You can use the chests. So the chests are usually 16 and 30. It's a bit more harder to calculate for everything that is like charms and gear. Some people go for it. I will not suggest it, to be honest. I will really suggest you go for the lucky hero gear chest. Or if you're a spender and, you know, you are a rally leader, you can consider if you have your hero gear done, you can really consider the pets. That's really, really good. These are the previous video. I will actually take them down. This video is gonna replace all of them. Some of them have gameplay, but it's kind of outdated reward, outdated content. It's like, some of them are some of my first videos, so they are not that good. You have the link to the file that I talk about, and then you have the explanation tab by tab, what to do, free to play, low spenders, what are the strategies. Again, it's very simple for low spenders. You do 2 levels or you do all. And either you do 2 level and you save a bit to go to level 4 or to level 5 or to level 10 later, or you just open all. Something you can consider is to skip the first time you have this event if you are Gen 3, because the rewards are pretty bad. So you can collect Pickaxe for 1, 2, 3, 4 events, so for about a year, something like that, if you are very patient, and wait until you are Gen 3, 4, 5 that you get better reward and you start to use your Pickaxe. And you will get a lot more reward for your Pickaxe, but it will be delayed gratification. So I explained the odds of clearing the tables if people have confusion about that. Then there is a section about free-to-play strategy, what you can do, strategy for spender. My suggestion for spender is really about, either you go at the milestone you want to clear and you see if it's within your budget. You set a budget. Let's say I want to spend $100 and you see what you get. And, are you happy with it? It's like, is that worth the $100 you will get? That's why I've added here. After doing that, I was like, yeah, I need to tell you how many lucky hero gear chests you have, right? So that's, I want to spend $200, I'll get 1,800 chests, that's 27 pieces. That's actually pretty good. If you really need some of these, that could be really worth to push a bit on that event, for example. So yeah. If you can finish on a milestone of 5, you get a bit more, but I would not push for any milestones. There is no meat in that event, so that's where we are. It is what it is. That's where we are. I think I covered it all, so the link will be in the description as well. I explained the calculator with the link to the calculator and all of that. So that's hopefully the best guides I've made on events. I am trying to set the new standard for my guides on events in terms of like display on Discord. You see it's a bit more structured. I've learned how to structure things on Discord to make it a bit nicer with some images and stuff. So hopefully moving forward, that's kind of our standard. It's a lot of work, to be honest with you. With the video, it's nearly a full day of work, so I'm not, always able to do that all the time, but I will be really happy to as often as possible and then slowly roll it out to more and more events. But hopefully it's helpful. Hopefully it is useful for you guys, for your alliance. Again, you can copy paste all of that. You can get the image to your own state Discord, bring people to my Discord as well. That's really nice as well, but you don't have to, right? You don't have to. But that's it for Treasure Hunter. Let me know if you have any question, if I missed anything. Hopefully, I don't know if it's the last guide about it, but I don't think there's much value to redo one. That should cover it all. I send you much love. I wish you a great week ahead. Happy Wednesday, and I see you soon. Consider joining the Discord, consider subscribing. Thank you very much for being part of that community, and I'll talk to you again soon. Bye-bye.